Humphrey's historic speech at the 1948 Democratic Convention changed America. We didn't know it at the time, but the Democratic Party had been reluctant to really grapple with the scandal of official discrimination in America. Humphrey went in there, gave that speech, and it was so powerful, telling us to walk out of the shadow of states' rights into the bright sunshine of human rights. He brought that convention to its feet. And a lot of the safe delegates who had not wanted to get involved suddenly were marching in the aisles for civil rights. And America never turned back after that. I'm Walter Mondale. I'm proud to be a member of the DFL party.
When I think of Democrat, I think of three values. I think of equality, I think of justice, and I think of opportunity.
I think of Democrats are advocates for others. We didn't all start at the same starting point or at the same time. Some of us, when the gun went off, we went and ran. Others, they weren't even able to start running until 40 years later, when they were given basic human rights.
When I was younger, I used to play marbles a lot, and I was really good at it. And I might start the game off with 15 marbles apiece, and by the end it would be pretty much 30-0. But the problem is if you get all the marbles, you can't play the game anymore. The game's over. So you give 10 marbles back and you keep on playing. Our society is not sustainable if a few people have all of the marbles.
When I think of DFL, I think of working for the common good. I think of investing in our communities and ensuring that everyone has access to resources.
I've always appreciated the opportunity that's available in this country for a person to be able to go out and pursue their own dreams, work hard, raise a family, the American dream. That's what I think of when I think of a Democrat. Fulfilling the American dream.
It's this idea that if we work together, we can all benefit.
When I think of the word Democrat, I think of someone who's very caring.
Hard work.
Social justice and equity.
Responsibility.
I think of someone who's open-minded.
Compassion.
Community.
The sensible, responsible use of government.
These core values, you can't pick them up in school. You have to feel them. You have to practice them. You have to believe them. You have to believe in your fellow man. It's not something you can say, well, I believe in my fellow man some of the time. You either have a commitment toward helping others or you don't. You can see that people who have a need and you can say, we should help them, or you can say, oh, that's too bad, and there for the grace of God go I. I don't believe that. I don't think that God sits around and determines who are winners and losers. As John Kennedy said, here on earth, God's work must be our own.
No candidate is going to be perfect. We can always find flaws within an individual. But when we look at the party as a whole and what the party stands for and what has drawn people to this party in the past, go back to that.
The past couple years have been hard, but we need to recognize the power that we have when we organize collectively. I think that that's what Obama stands for. I think that that's what Wellstone stood for. And I think that that's what I stand for.